Nevada College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Can we do better than that? Good evening. There we go. Welcome, everyone. In my capacity as the Dean, it is really my pleasure to welcome everyone to a wonderful tradition, the White Coat Ceremony. This ceremony has been part of our campus tradition since our establishment in 2004. I'm honored to congratulate the students in the College of Osteopathic Medicine, the class of 2026. Please join me in a loud, thunderous applause to our students. So may I ask everyone who is seated to please stand so we can present the colors by the Basic Academy Marine Corps Junior ROTC, the singing of the national anthem by our TUN In Tune group, and then the invocation by Rabbi Zachariah Rubin. So please, everybody rise. Will the Junior ROTC please present the colors?
Can you see by the so proudly we twilight's last gleaming, whose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed. For the land
You may be seated. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here to celebrate with you during the educational and professional journey for these fine students. As they continue on the road to become physicians, they are accepting the responsibilities and covenants of faithful healers. From this point, they carry forward not only their professional oaths and ethical principles of the healthcare profession, but also the commitment to social justice and responsibility integral to the Jewish tradition and central to the mission of Touro University, Nevada. While wearing the white coat is a great responsibility, it should also bring a tremendous sense of joy. The care, kindness, and leadership these students will bring to all they serve are truly mitzvot, great blessings for our families and our communities. I will now recite the Birkat Kohanim, known as the priestly blessing, and wish you joy and success in your careers and all of the journeys life sets before you. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and guard you. Yo'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May the Lord shine his countenance toward you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord lift up his countenance toward you and give you peace. To all of today's students, it's a pleasure to bless you and the work you are committing to in the name of a better society.
Thank you, Rabbi Rubin. Touro University, Nevada is a Jewish-sponsored institution of higher learning. Rabbi Rubin provides support for us in a variety of ways, and we are absolutely grateful for his wonderful work throughout the university community. Please join me in thanking the Basic Academy Marine Corps Junior ROTC, the Honor Guard, and our a cappella group known as In Tune. In Tune, okay, if you want to go applause now, here we go. All right. How is that? Modern education is flexible. In Tune is made up of Touro University, Nevada students who share a love of music. These students give back to our community by sharing their musical talent at a variety of campus and community events. And I'd like to, again, raise a round of applause to all the talents that all of you bring to the school and the world. It is truly wonderful to have so many friends and family members with us today to witness this unique and special occasion, which really signifies the beginning of the professional education of you, our talented students. You may have observed that members of the platform party are wearing white coats. We do so in solidarity with and in honor of our students who will be receiving their or your white coat today at our ceremony. So you see me in my coat as dean, and I would like to ask Dr. Kalikas to help me to change into what I really wear. The reason I did this little interlude is because once you wear the white coat, you never lose it. It will be with you for the rest of your life. So we are here with you at this important juncture of your professional journey, and we shall be here at the end of your journey to congratulate you when you walk across the stage and receive your diploma at commencement. I know this looks very far away, especially after your exams on Friday, but I promise you the time will go fast. And so allow me, and it is my pleasure to introduce the members of the platform party. I will ask you, the audience, to hold your applause until the entire platform party has been introduced. We are trying to save time. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Rabbi Zachariah Rubin, University Rabbi. Dr. Andrew Priest, Campus President and Provost. Dr. Philip Tompkins, Dean, Division of Student Affairs. Dr. Laura Javits, Vice Provost and Associate Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness. Dr. Terrence Miller, Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Ann Poliquin, Assistant Dean of Clinical Education. Dr. David Skyba, Assistant Dean for Curriculum. Dr. Yuta Ward, Assistant Dean for Curriculum. Dr. Vladimir Bondarenko, Professor and Director of Medical Health Sciences. Dr. Emmett Findley, Chair of Basic Sciences. Dr. Paul Kalikas, Chair of Primary Care. Dr. Paul Rennie, Chair of Osteopathic Manipulative Medicine. Our student speaker, student Dr. Kelsey Little, DO, class of 2025. She was here a short year ago and is now the OMSGA president. And I would like to thank, last but not least, our announcers for today's ceremony, Ms. Melissa Motes. Please join me. Also participating, and this is the real core of the group, in today's ceremony will be the following faculty members who will be honored to quote you. We call them coders. Very difficult. If you look it up, if you go to Google, you won't find the word coder. So Dr. Brad Haubrick in Basic Sciences. Dr. Shakaria Adderley, Basic Sciences. Please rise. Dr. Julie Zacharias Simpson, Specialty Medicine. Dr. Kristen Woody, Primary Care. Dr. Sharon McKenna, Primary Care. Dr. Robert Baker, OMM. And Dr. Elias Batak, OMM. Another round of applause for the wonderful coders. Thank you. All right, please be seated. And thank you for all your commitment. TUN's academic leadership is provided by our campus president and provost, Dr. Andrew Priest. Please welcome Dr. Priest to the podium.
Good afternoon. When anyone takes on the role of a professional healthcare provider, as symbolized by the white coat you're going to accept today, we accept responsibility to act and work as a compassionate, knowledgeable, and competent clinician. I'm going to borrow from 3 of the 4 H's of the 4-H Club when we talk about becoming a good clinician. First is your head. You have to have the determination and capacity to understand the theories, concepts, and facts that you just got to know. Second, as osteopathic physicians in particular, is your hands. You will use your hands to physically examine, treat, and comfort your patients. Good use of your hands is a skill that can be developed, and please take the time to learn to use your hands wisely and effectively. The third part is your heart. Your patients need you to have a heart. Compassion and empathy will go a long way with your patients in developing trust in you as their healthcare provider. So while you're learning your craft here at Touro University, Nevada, remember to develop your head, your hands, and your heart. Congratulations and good luck. Dr. Gilliar?
Thank you, Dr. Priest. Before I proceed to some prepared remarks, I thought I'll go off script a little. And those of you who know me, I enjoy doing that. I have three components that I'd like to just start. One is, number one, we have a promise for you. And the promise is that we have a wonderful ceremony tonight. The reason I say the promise is if the pandemic taught us one thing, it is that people count. Because of that, relationships count. And because of that, traditions count. So we have learned, and I still remember when we didn't have it was prior to COVID, where we said, why do we have these white coat ceremonies? Why do we even have graduation? Let's have a big party, get smashed, and we are done. And now we learned that these things really do matter. And by coming together, what I would like you to do is find everyone, you the students, our faculty, the families, loved ones, take one piece from tonight and take that home with you. And remember it for the rest of your life, because that's what's going to carry us and you forward. So that is the promise, and I hope by the time we are done, you will agree that it is a real wonderful tradition. And I'm not only going to ask you to turn your speakers off and the phones on silent and all of that, but I'd like you to just stay here in the moment and not think where you have to be in an hour or two. Just sit and enjoy it. The number two is I need to tout our horn. That is our Touro, Nevada College of Osteopathic horn. And there's a wonderful Chinese saying that says, if somebody else rings your bell, it sounds twice as loud than if you ring it yourself. And now I'm trying to ring Touro's, our bell actually, because in June we got the news that we got the best accreditation. We have a 10-year accreditation, which is in the top 10-15% of all osteopathic medical schools. And I think as parents and students, I would be very proud for that. And I want to thank our faculty and everyone for that. This was a big good news for us. And I need to thank our faculty, as you've noticed, our staff, our administration, student services, everyone, from the custodian to our provost and president of the campus and our leadership in New York. We are here to serve you as students. And I can tell you, having been at a number of institutions, you all guys rock. You are second to none. Thank you. A round of applause to our faculty and staff. And third, I will have an invitation for you, for the parents and loved ones, but I will try not to forget that. And I'll do that at the end. So the white coat, this sea of white coats in front of you, that white coat will protect you. The ceremony today is one of deep symbolism, both individually as well as collectively. And this is the beginning of the beginning. At the same time, it is an end, as you no longer will be who you were before. The college days and your worries about GPA and MCAT scores are over. You are here now. Congratulations. And in case, students, you have not noticed yet, different tests and different scores are replacing the GPA and MCAT. Right? Something like boards. But those new tests matter little when compared to the real test, the test of a patient. In my entire career, I have never seen ever any patient who came to the emergency room with an evolving heart attack, for instance, who would ask the doctor, "What is your board score?" I've never seen that happen. What matters is that the doctor or therapist or nurse knows what to do at that moment and how to do it right at that very moment. Not looking things up, not going to the telephone, but knowing what to do. It is literally like being on stage. GPA and board scores, for that matter, are, in my opinion, two-dimensional. You are becoming a physician that you are meant to be. That's what I call the transition to a living, three-dimensional facilitator of healing in that white coat. Take full advantage of that white coat. It is so much more than a piece of fitted, ordinary cloth. Just as the canvas on which 50 white stars are affixed onto a blue background and 13 stripes that are arranged to meld together in order to form the flag of the United States of America. It is the entrusted powers and human conditions that are projected onto and emanate from your white coat. It is not a stiff, inanimate piece of garment that serves as a barrier, keeping out the bad and the ugly and the bloody stuff of life. It is really a breathing membrane through which emotions can originate from our colleagues, so that you and we can communicate with our patients, and more importantly, that our patients can communicate with us. It is this transmissible membrane. Please breathe much life into your white coats individually, so that they will carry you just enough off the ground to run as fast and lightly as your duties call for it. That you will be wearing it with respect over arrogance, with joy over sadness, with careful listening over rapid, I know it, talk, with true understanding over superficial preoccupation, and always be ready to go that extra mile, the extra hour, the extra thought, the extra touch, that extra call. Please bring your own white coat to life, that crisp white coat. There is no other coat like yours. Make it yours, own it, own your coat. Patients will read your white coat as they read you. And there is no better way to express your personality than wearing that, again, crisp, fitting and fresh white coat that tells your patient, I am ready, I am here for you. Let's walk a bit together. Respect your coat, and it will respect you. In the end, it's all about respect and caring. Respect and caring. Congratulations. You will be wearing your own special, your individualized white coat in a few minutes. Congratulations to you. I will now introduce our student speaker. Student Dr. Kelsey Little is a member of the class of 2025 and is currently the president of the Osteopathic Medicine Student Government Association. Kelsey grew up in a small gold mining town outside of Elko, Nevada, graduating from Spring Creek High School in 2015. Anyone else graduated from Spring Creek High? Oh, all right. Next year we'll make sure we'll admit someone. Okay. She received her Bachelor's of Science degree in 2019 from the University of Nevada, Reno, majoring in neuroscience with a minor in biochemistry. She then made a cross-country move to Philadelphia in a motorhome, where she became a lab technician and ultimately a lab manager at Monell Chemical Senses Center, completing research in smell and taste. In her first year at Touro, Nevada COM, she held the role of student academic representative, and this year she was elected OMSGA president for the COM. Please welcome Kelsey Little to the podium.
Hello, hello, class of 2026. It's amazing to see you all here. It's great to see you in such high spirits, especially right after your MSK midterm on Friday. You killed it, don't worry, not now. I was asked to share some insight as a second year who sat where you guys are a year ago. So I thought long and hard about everything that I learned about myself during first year. And what I told myself was, you should expect change. Now, this isn't a speech about changing your study habits. I'm sure Oasis or your faculty or second-year peers have already harped on that. What I mean is, first, expect change in the relationships with the people around you. Your parents, your partners, your children, your friends. These will all change in the next 4 years. Sometimes that means making sacrifices you don't want to make. However, it also means establishing new relationships with your faculty, the peers sitting right next to you. Some of these relationships are going to follow you throughout your entire career. Utilize them, seek them out. They're important. Second, change your own insight. We're all those type A students, right? And I'm sure you've set a bar for yourself throughout your entire education. But I ask that you realize the only person holding you to that bar is yourself. So allow yourself to change where that bar is at, especially for your mental health. And understand you don't have to feel guilty or upset when you haven't reached it. Be confident and proud of yourself for what you've achieved. And move forward to a better tomorrow. Finally, change how you present yourself to the world. You're student doctors now, and you should be really proud of yourself for sitting in these seats right here. I know sometimes you can lose sight of your dream profession, especially when it feels like you've taken 400 tests in 4 months. I get it. But be confident in every slide you study, every OSCE you take, every disease you learn about. That's going to be a patient one day, and you're going to help them. And that's something Dean Gilliar has reminded me after every test. And it's kept me going this far. So, if there's anything this small-town girl with big dreams can give to you guys, it's a little old family proverb that my dad's always told me. Change is the only thing that's constant. I implore you to embrace the changes that you're going to have from now until graduation. Learn from them, grow from them, and go out and change the world, student doctors. I'm proud of you. Congrats.
Thank you, Kelsey. And going off script, whenever I get asked what the future of medicine looks like, I can say I know what it looks like. Because I can look at the face of Kelsey and of our students. That's the face of the future of medicine. Kelsey, you've been a wonderful student leader, really to work with us over the past years. And we are now gearing up for the presentation of the white coats. I am pleased to present the white coats to our medical students from the class of 2026. Drs. Julie Zachariah Simpson, Brad Haubrick, Sharon McKenna, Elias Pitak, Shakria Adderley, David Skyba, Kristen Woody, and Robert Baker will assist with the coating process, symbolizing the academic preparation of the student and the training received during the clinical rotation experiences. On we go, and I'm looking forward to everyone walking across, and we will just take it all in.
The following students will be coded by Dr. Brad Haubrick. Please join me in celebrating Isaiah Addison, Mike Alibian, Eris Alwayek, Dianez Ampil, Melanie Arslanian, Erica Asoon, Jonathan Backley. Brianna Barron. Lord Mark Batista. Angelo Francesco Beltran. Victoria Berlandi Short. Anya Bogwalker. Mahakdeep Bhatti. Tyler Biasotti. Sonia Bishara. Samuel Blees. David Bersalian Villegas. Madison Birdner. Jody Tori Cabrera. Kayla Bray. Annika Cedarwall. Victoria Cha. Naveen Aditya Chandre Sekar. Chatrath. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. Shakira Adderley. Jeffrey Chen. Regina Chow. Casey Christensen. Owen Christian Schubert. Zachary Cox. Michelle Dye. Ana Luisa Del Abla. Jacob Durande. Desiree D'Angelo. Savannah Deeb. Midori Derrickson. Joseph D. Benedetto. Melody Dip. William Dugood. John Mark Dolendo. Long. Meher Dura. Leonardo Durand. Anna Ing. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. Julie Zacharias Simpson. Nathan Espiritu. Sorry. Kyle Foster. Connor Fox. Ethan Franzen. Fuentes. Uchi. Swetha Gandu. Maxwell Geiger. Bird. Sapir Golpaigani. Emick. Matthew Griswold. Danny Ha. Harach Hajian. Kiana Haig. Matthew Hartunian. Thomas Hibbard. Trevor Harada. Madeline Lauren Hong. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. David Skyba. Allison Hoslet. Christy Long. Eric Hum. Justin Huynh. Eloise Huang. Enes Ibrahim. Nicole Infantino. Varna Jamula. Daniel Javidi. Andrew Jane. Grace Jean. Johnson. Cameron Carbum. Nicholas Karadakis. Toshali Katyal. David Kaufman. Chathushya Kirdasingha. Ahmed Khan. James Kim. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. Kristen Woody. Jennifer Kim. Cassandra Krobe. Brianna Kuzi. Jonathan Quo. Alvin Lay. Joan Leachman. Christina Lee. Larissa Lee. Sarah LeGrand. Elizabeth Lim. Katrina Lopez. Shannon Liu. Isaac Lyons. Armin Marusajian. Lauren Marcos. Hio Wang. Faraz Meher. Gore Mirzoyan. Aya Mystica. Roxanne Mogadam. Sin. Reniel John Morales. Lee. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. Robert Baker. Jeffrey Mullins. Ski. Anjali Nargawala. Lisa Nakayama. Mary Nakla. Rohit Nandakumar. Emily Nelson. Catherine Hahn. Eric No. Ann Wynn. Kevin Wynn. Matthew Wynn. Vanna Wynn. Christiana Oshiro. Anisha Panda. Amisha Panjwani. Josh Patil. Biani Pedraza. Person. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. Sharon McKenna. Jacqueline Fung. Sean Pillay. Elizabeth Plumer. Elizabeth Popescu. Anton Peral. Jenny Purdue. Carly Quintana Keller. Ron Eddy. Golden Reeves. Rennie Reganian. Matthew Rubenstein. Sam Rudder. Adil Saab. Vineet Sadarangani. Hard one. Arif Saeed. Nathan Sampson. Nicholas Santa Ana. Daniel Santos. Anna Sauber. Handler. Alexander Schneider. Marcus Situ. Ishan Shah. The following group of students will be coded by Dr. Elias Patak. Janice Shee. Iris Shokui. Rohan Singh. Stephanie Slayton. Alina Sorfazian. Eric Stamer. Max Steinhauer. Kylie Stevens. Nitika Sood. Catherine Sun. Jung Sung. Tamim Saeed. Z Lin Tan. Silva Topchian. Devin Tapawala. Adrian Tran. Yanni Tsanzalas. Benjamin Vachira Gorntong. Flyfun Vaidianuvati. Harish Venkat. Michelle Vu. Jessica Vu. Nolan Wallace. Hendrik Wong. Yi Heng Welch. Dra. Sarah Wilcox. Ian Wynn. Madeline Wong. Elaine Shu. And Wallace Burnage.
So I'll wait until they are seated, but then I'm going to ask all the students actually to stand up, please, and turn around to face the audience. No applause yet. No applause yet. No. Because now I'm going to ask both the faculty and the audience to stand up in a thunderous round of applause to our students, welcoming the class of 2026. How's that? All right. The audience is allowed to sit down again. And the students, please turn 180 degrees this way. And talking about 180 degrees, I couldn't help but remembering as a physiatrist or rehab guy that the shoulder is the only joint in the human body that allows a full 360 rotation. So if this shows up on an exam, now you know how to answer it. Okay? All right. Now I would like to ask our good students to get the White Coat Professional Pledge, which is the second to last in your program. And we'll try something that usually fails. But we'll do it today. We'll do it. All right. We will do it all together. And on 3, we will all start reading that pledge. Okay? Everybody with me? Yes? All right. Okay, on 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. I pledge before the faculty, my peers and family that I will be loyal to the ideals of the study and practice of the profession that I'm about to enter. I will learn and practice my art with honor. I will always seek new knowledge and skills, working to create a culture that encourages individual and collective success. I will take ownership, acknowledge my mistakes and limitations, seek guidance from my mentors, colleagues, and peers. Thank you, and you can be seated. The first time, right? I had to check with the faculty, and I got a lot of nods. This is the first time we did it correctly from the beginning. Now, guys, if you only answered those surveys and questionnaires on time, I would say you are the stars, okay? I had to say that. You don't know how many emails I got on that, okay? So I would like to welcome Dr. Phil Tompkins, Dean of Students, who will offer today's closing remarks.
All right, here we are. What a beautiful ceremony it has been. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and staff, I'd like to begin by extending this moment of gratitude to our guests of our new white coat recipients. Thank you to the parents, siblings, partners, spouses, children, and other family and friends. Today is a day to revel and celebrate your efforts, involvement, and in many instances, the sacrifices you've made in helping your student reach this important milestone. Students, you've started the next step of your education, a step that for many is toward a lifelong held personal goal. You are moving toward fulfilling a life purpose. I appreciate the passion and commitment each of you has put forth in order to arrive at this point in time. For this noble effort, I congratulate you. As I hope you have learned and will remember, being a part of our society's healthcare community comes with many privileges, but also many responsibilities. It has been said that to those much is given, much is expected. I would like to offer to you that the first responsibility you have is to take advantage of this opportunity. Learn everything you can about your chosen profession. Drink deeply from the materials, lectures, labs, and clinical opportunities that are available to you. Become fully invested in the Touro community. Form study groups, participate in guest lectures, attend activities, and join a student organization. Like the classes before you, you are the energy and life of the Touro community. The intentions, attitude, and presence you bring to your education is the ethos of our university. I would like to call you to action. Find ways to work together, interdependently, striving to push each other forward. Finally, each day, think of one reason why it is a privilege to be here. Each of you arrived here after a lengthy and involved application process. You distinguished yourselves among your peers, and your hard work has been rewarded. Yes, you worked for it, and you deserve it. It is to be appreciated and not taken for granted. I know that many of you have already forgotten what an amazing accomplishment it is to arrive here. So connect or reconnect with why you are lucky to be here today. remember one reason every time you look at or put on that prestigious new white coat. Remember this as you continue your journey at Touro and beyond. Now that I've finished my remarks, Dr. Gillier, did you forget about your invitation to the families?
Thank you. There you go. Thank you, Dr. Tompkins, for the reminder. As I told you in the beginning, we got three things. Number one, the promise, and I hope we fulfilled the promise. I think it's going really well. Number two, we thank the faculty, staff, and student services, and everyone who put this wonderful evening on together. A round of applause for everyone who really worked it very hard. Thank you. And number three was an invitation to the families and all the loved ones of your students. So this is directed to you in the audience. I will ask you to ask two questions of your loved one, your daughter, your son, and ask the following. Number one, ask them every time you see them, speak with them, how are you doing? And when they say okay, you say, tell me more about that okay. Because you will be the ones who carry them. They look up to you. You will provide the wind under their wings even when they don't realize it. So I'm urging you to always ask that extra question. Do you need help? How can we help you? We are here for you. And I have already started to work with our superiors to see if I cannot get you as the family members an honorary DO degree. I'm working on it. Okay? And number two, I'm going to ask you also to ask them every time you see them if your son or daughter has completed the questionnaires, the surveys. Because doctors are not known to write nicely. The handwriting sucks. S-U-C-K, I know how to spell it. And number two, doctors don't follow instructions. And number three, doctors hate filling out forms. So we have to change the we have to change the world with the class of 2026. How is that? So I thank you very much, and thanks for reminding me, Dr. Tompkins.
You bet. All right. So as we conclude, we ask members of the audience to remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and students have completed the recessional. Please remain in your seats so that others can see their loved ones as they walk by. The students will meet you all out in the foyer following the recessional. Dr. Andrew Priest, campus president and provost of Touro University, Nevada, let the recessional begin.